Hi, everyone. Carmen Denisco here, the Launch Network. We've been going step by step through the Inventor book that's been basically taken over the Inventor world, and that is Inventor Confidential. We have the author, Mr. Warren Tuttle. Hey, Warren, how's it going?
It's going great, Carmine. I appreciate this series. 10-minute quick bites of sections of the book that explain things, and we can go into depth on a few things. And of course, people are always free to buy the book. Enjoy that
you know, the,
response.
we're getting a lot of feedback. I think it's cool because people are reading the book and then they're kind of watching the videos and putting it all together. We've been getting a lot of questions in. I think the series is going over very well.
Yeah, it's great, and the feedback so far has been great. And it's just the whole thing is a pleasure right now. But I thought we would about a subject very close to my heart and the soul of the book, which is success. What does success look like for inventors? How do we define success? And literally I start from page one, of the book saying, listen, if you're baking a pie and you just want to give out all the slices, that's fine. If you're just an inventor and you want to have fun and you want to give it all away, then that's up to you. Maybe the book is not for you. But if you are actually serious about making a profit and making back more money than you invested in the project, that's a different level of success that needs to be looked at. And I thought today, Carmen, we would talk about, the odds for that and how people get there and what that's all about.
Yeah. You're exactly right. We run across, both of us talk to hundreds of inventors and innovators, and everyone kind of defines success. Some people just want to finish. Some
Yeah.
people just want to tell people about their idea. But that majority of inventors and innovators, they really not only want to make money, but they really need to.
Well, that's the thing. And the odds are long. And as I say in the book, there was a poll in Inventors Digest 2 years ago that basically said that 78% of all inventors that get a patent um, think that they're going to become a millionaire from them. And like 57% think they're going to make $5 million. So there's a big, now, how many people actually make $1 million? A fraction of 1%. So there's a big drop off between that 77%, and that's sort of where the marketers move in, and they have inventors that are wide-eyed and really think that they've got the best idea ever and they're going to make a lot of money. And so then they are able to come in and charge for services. And the problem is that very, very few of these folks, even with this help and these services, actually make any money at the end of the day. Now, there's two ways to make money. One is to license your product to another entity and get paid a royalty and sell enough units that royalty adds up to something significant. The other is to go to market yourself. If you go to market yourself, you put a lot more money up for it. Of course, there's bigger margins, and if it's successful, you can make it that way. I've been both ways to market and been very involved. But either way you go, you have to look in terms of what do you make back versus what you invest in the project. And if you're licensing and the company's picking up a lot of success, you still have to look at what did you pay, for your patent filing, what did you pay for your prototype? And then if you're being coached or using someone to help you, how much are you paying them? And are you signing a licensing deal? And by the way, we know that most licensing deals signed don't make it. Okay, this bravado about Susie or John signed a licensing agreement means nothing. Really, it really means nothing. It in terms of the final success and marketplace of that product. And is enough money generated back from those royalties to pay for the expenses, to cover the expenses of the inventor, or are these extra costs just another burden to them?
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that, Lauren, because I see online all the time people like smiling. They have their product. They're like, I just signed this licensing deal. I mean, really, what takes place after the deal that makes it a success or not?
Well, first of all, I'm sure they're all wonderful people, and my target is not the inventors because you try to help inventors, but they are being manipulated in that they're out there, singing the praises of whoever helped them and so forth. And they're the marketing machine that's saying, hey, look, take our program, sign up, pay us because here's a successful person. And yet, when you see someone that's licensed something, you don't know if they're successful. First of all, a lot of times they don't even reveal the name of the company. Sometimes I know in the Hasbro's area, these people sign licensing deals with companies I never even heard of. And I've been in the business for 40 years. So how much resources could they have? Okay. And what are the brands that they have and so forth? And then you never hear the terms. Did they get 5%? Did they get 2%? Is it is a contingency deal based upon success, in the first year? What are the terms of it? And then of course you never see them again 2 or 3 years later that they've sold their millionth unit. I mean, it never happens. A lot of these marketing companies actually brag about other people. I saw one like bragging about Scrub Daddy, and Scrub Daddy wasn't even one of their clients. So the bottom line is, it's a long shot. And I want inventors to know that it's a long road to success. And therefore, and this is where profit comes in, and the profit in my title. Profit I define as two things: selling more or saving your money so that you don't spend. So you have to be very, very careful of where you spend your money and spending it the right way in order to get the feedback you need to decide whether you go ahead or not go ahead, and whether we even try to pursue success. Because the road is dangerous, and there's a lot of people out there advertising and tell you their gold mines around the corner. You can become a millionaire. I saw one the other day. You can make six-figure income and all this stuff. And I'm just saying that I've been in this industry a long time. I've looked at a lot of products, worked with a lot of people, and those things just don't happen on a regular basis.
Yeah. No, I agree, and that's one thing that you are with all the inventors you talk to that I talk to after you do that you are truthful. It's not like you're being mean or putting their product down, but you're giving them the best shot or the best chance at success and the way that you look at success. Whether they're starting, should they put that product away? You try a different product, go licensing route, go manufacturing route. At least you're giving them that unabated information.
Yeah, and I'm trying to, it's very difficult because people twist your words around and so forth, and for their own purposes, for their own myopic purposes, because people who charge and want to make money and need cash flow to support a factory or an organization that they've got going, want to do everything possible to have this bright, smiley future, and then just put it in and you're going to get it back. But the fact of the matter is the odds are really long. So I talk a lot in the book about questions you should ask people. How many people, for instance, on these coaching factories, I'll speak directly to them. How many people have you coached? Okay. I saw one recently that they put person put photos of like 200 products that they claim responsibility about taking to market. And by the way, one of them I licensed is a complete dud. And I looked at a bunch of others, and I don't know, we can look at those 200. We're going to look at those a lot more carefully and see whether they were really successful or not. But let's just for a second take that. But the person also boasts of coaching over 10,000 people. And I would believe it given the number of years they're in. So 200 out of 10,000, even if you took their numbers, which I don't, but even if you did, it's 2%. And then how many of those 200 actually had success where the inventor made back more money? Now you're talking a fraction of that. So all I'm saying is that ask that question. And before you plunk down your money, are you really being benefited by that? I had someone recently that told me they paid for one of the courses, but they don't begrudge it because the several $1,000s they paid, they got to meet me. And then I helped them. I've been helping them for years, for free. And I know that some of our other buds are the same thing. So, I listen, I don't begrudge it. I'm not asking for anybody's money. I'm just saying that if that's your definition of success, that you had to pay to meet me, I feel kind of bad. I don't need a pimp, okay? I don't. I'm right here. Come and see me. We can deal directly. So these things are all stuff. Now, when wide-eyed inventors get in, they don't get it. But Carmine, you and I have been around a long time, and I'm just trying to tell people the inside confidential part of this thing that they should be aware of.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we really appreciate it, and I just want all you listeners out there, Inventor Confidential. If you don't have the book, go out and get it, and also please leave a review of the book on Amazon. Send Warren if you have any questions. You can always reach out to Warren, inventorconfidential.com. You can find him on social media. But Warren, we not only with the book, but with this time you're spending, we appreciate the help. It's been real eye opening after reading the book.
It's my pleasure, and frankly, it's my mission in life. So thanks, Carmine. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate you putting this on.
Very good. You all take care out there.